This video provides a brief description of phase diagrams and phase diagram nomenclature. A phase diagram is a map of the phases present in a material. But first we need to know, what is a phase? A phase is a homogeneous portion of a system containing uniform chemical as well as physical properties. Important information about material properties is provided through the analysis of a phase diagram. Characteristics such as the microstructure, mechanical properties, development of an alloy, melting temperature, casting temperature, and crystallization can all be found using a phase diagram. The components and systems. A component is the building block of a system. They can be a pure metal or a compound of which an alloy is composed. The components of the systems are the atoms present in the system. We also have two types of systems to consider. The first is the specific part of the material. We'll think of this as a ladle of molten metal. The second type is a little more exact. This is the series of possible alloys consisting of the same components without regard to the alloy composition. This would be the iron or iron-carbon atoms present in the ladle of molten metal. Solubility limit is the max amount of solute that can be added to a solvent. Other limits in phase diagrams can be referred to as a phase boundary. The important limits for this phase diagram below the copper-nickel phase diagram are the liquidus line and the solidus line. The liquidus line is the lower limit of liquid phase and the point where solid starts to form. Everything above this liquidus line is liquid. This is liquid in alpha, and underneath is the solidus line. Everything under the solidus line is a solid material. The microstructure of a material is characterized by the number of phases present and their proportion, as well as their arrangement. When multiple phases are present, a balance exists between the phases at a given temperature. This is reflected through the phase boundary lines in a phase diagram. There are three types of phase diagrams to consider. The first type is the unary phase diagram. This is a one component where there is a constant composition. The only variables are going to be our temperature and the pressure. The binary phase diagram is a map representing temperature and composition's relationships of two components. Pressure is held constant. Ternary phase diagram consists of three components and is often represented in a triangular or 3D format. So in summary, a phase diagram is a map of the phases present in a material. The material contains components and systems. There are phase boundaries present in the phase diagram, and there are three types of phase diagrams that can be used: the unary or single composition, binary, two composition, and ternary, three composition.